close to you, or you use the headphone, and you check yourself, all the participants you join for the presentation, check yourself whether your voice is audible. And when you join, when you present, your voice must be sufficiently audible. Otherwise, the judges will not be in position to judge you. Make sure that your voice is clear. Okay. Thank you. Jazakallah.
Good afternoon, students. I welcome you all for the National Science Fair NSF 2023, organized by Jamal Muhammad College and OMIAT. So, students who are present in the session are asked to present their presentations. I will call the first member, Mr. Miss P.R. Zubaida. Registration ID is SPS A003.
Yes, 8003, 8004.
Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. My topic is, does molecular gastronomy boost our taste buds, or is it really?
Hello, please. Please wait for a second.
Zubaida, speak loudly.
Okay, teacher.
Hello, Zubaida. You can hold
Yes,
your
sir.
meeting. You can hold a meeting, please. My mistake. I have called a wrong number.
Okay, sir.
Thank you. Okay. Mr. H M Mohammed Sabir Ali. Registration ID is PPSA007. Mr. H M Mohammed Sabir Ali. Registration ID is PPSA007. Are you there? Once again, repeat. Mr. H M Mohammed Sabir Ali. PPSA007. Are you there? My final call. Mr. H M Mohammed Sabir Ali. Registration ID PPSA007. So, next student, Miss Fasiha, registration ID PPSA002.
Sir, PPS 007 is right.
Okay, next call. PPS A0022.
Now I call Miss Fasiha, PPSA022. HM Mohammed Sabir Ali.
The last look.
I call Miss Faziha S. Registration ID PPSA022. Are you there? Please respond. Are you there? Please respond.
Okay, Payu, let's start your presentation.
PPS A022. What happening?
Faziha, are you ready with your presentation? You are not audible. Please unmute.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Faziha. Studying for Fatima Center Secondary School. My project name is How Far That I Smell. All over the season one and letting of water from when water filter and becomes zero sexual. When salt is added to ice, it dissolves into the liquid that water within the ice and lowers the temperature and heat point. Have you ever wondered how the church together mix with added materials with which ice melts salt? Material requires 4 cups of equal size ice, salt, sugar, and coconut. Sample of same quality taken with was loaded and checked. Variable, independent variable, salt, sugar, and snack. Dependent variable, melting the ice. Control variable, ice cube, temperature, time, amount of milliliters. Experimental procedure. I got the salt, sugar, hot stand, and a measuring teaspoon ready to mix together. To the leaf of the 5 bowls, quickly take 3 and chilled. 35 minutes, 45 minutes, 1 half 30 minutes, 1 half 40 minutes.
Yes, student Faziha, your voice is not audible. Kindly increase your voice. Speak clearly.
Independent variable, salt, sugar, sand. Dependent variable, melting of ice. Control variable, ice cube, temperature, time, amount of ice melted. Experimental procedure. I know that salt, sugar, sand, and measuring unready nearby. In use of the fiber, quickly safely used. Time research. 35 minutes, 45 minutes, 1
Asina?
hour.
Asika, you can speak through your mic. You don't need to elaborate the things. Just speak. That's enough because it's not audible to us. Yes.
Hello, student, and listen here. 1 minute, listen here. 1 minute, listen here. You hold the mic near your mouth. You need not show the slide sheets with your stick, not necessary. Hello, you hold the mic near your mouth and speak clearly.
I carefully sprinkled 3 tablespoons of salt over the ice cubes in one bowl, 3 tablespoons of sugar over the ice cubes in another bowl, 3 tablespoons of salt over the ice cubes in third bowl, 3 tablespoons of sand over the ice cubes in fourth bowl. I kept each bowl with empty in the refrigerator. I did this experiment in the room temperature. These are the observation data. Note that the starting time is my last notebook. I checked it. I checked on the ice cube according to that level timing. Then the ice cube one of the balls has melted at least half melted. I entered my observation tablet form. Observation. Salt 65%. 45 minutes, salt 80%. 1 hour 30 minutes, salt 95%. 1 hour 40 minutes, salt 100%. Observation. To do this, I added the amount measured to the amount in my bowl. So recorded the amount for each bowl in my data table. Conclusion. In this project, I tried adding salt, sugar, sand, and ash to the weather and would help melt ice faster. Finally, my conclusion is salt makes ice melt faster than other substances. Thank you for parents and teachers. Thank you.
Just a minute, Bob. Just wait.
Jessica, have you finished? Huh?
Yes, sir.
Your voice is not clear. We don't want the detailed explanation. If you are saying some more things regarding your project, in a clear manner, then only we may provide the marks. Otherwise, it is not possible. We didn't hear any clear voice from you. But anyway, what's your theme of your work? What is your theme of your work?
What makes ice melt?
What?
What makes ice melt?
Just hold your mic with your mouth. Yes, now you can speak.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is S. Sativa, studying in 4th.
No need for.
Fasiga, not necessary to again explain all those things. Just you want to provide what's your theme. Just to provide at least one sentence enough.
Solve substituting point and melting of water ice forms and water freezes and becomes zero degree Celsius. When salt is added to ice, it dissolves into the liquid that water within the ice and lowers the temperature and melting point.
Right, thank you.
Fasiga, thank you very much. What are the things you have chosen to come?
Sir, I have chosen salt, sugar, and candy.
Choice?
Sir,
Okay, Fasiga, thank you very much.
thank you, sir.
Wind up the
Thank you
session.
for good luck. Bye. ഇതിൽ ഇല്ലെങ്കിൽ
Now it's time for Jashwant Manoj. Mr. Jashwant Manoj, registration ID is PPS A025. Are you there, Mr. Jashwant Manoj? PPS A025. Please respond. Are you there? My final call for Jashwant Manoj. Registration ID is PPS A025. A final call for Mr. Jashwant Manoj. Registration ID is PPS A025. Okay. Next one is Ms. Shaniba Imran. Registration ID is PPS A026. Second present.
Good evening, everyone. I am Shainaba from 4th A in Fatima CSS School. I had done a project in primary level and physical science category. My project name is the Skinny on Moisturizer. My aim is to investigate different skin moisturizer which acts best in keeping the human skin moist. Materials and equipment I used: permanent marker, petri dishes, skin models that mix the jello gelatin dessert, and three different types of moisturizer with different ingredients. Methodology: here I tested 3 different moisturizer which was marked as A, B and C. Jello skin mold was spreaded over 6 petri dishes. Each different moisturizer was equally distributed on the top of the jello mold. Experiment procedure: preparing the skin models. I prepared the petri dishes with the skin models. As a control, I prepared 3 dishes with the skin models only and taken the weight. This is my graph and this all are my data. In my graph, purple is for control sample, green is for moisturizer C, red is for moisturizer B, and blue is for moisturizer A. In order to obtain correct data, duplicates also performed. I measured the weight of all 9 petri dishes every day for 10 days. After 10 days, data were calculated, the amount of water retained in each petri dish. Discussion and conclusion. Based on the above data, the moisturizer B was retained 88.9% of its initial weight. But moisturizer A and C was lost above 25% of its initial weight. So I can conclude from the above result that moisturizer B would be comfortable on the human skin for everyday use. Thank you.
Yes, very good.
Thank you, sir.
What are the different factors to obtain moisturizer? என்னென்ன factors இருக்கு moisturize ஆகிறதுனா?
What, sir?
You have collected some data, no?
Yes, sir.
அதுல what are the different factors? என்னென்ன conditions என்னென்ன கண்டிஷன்ஸ்ல moisturize வந்து நம்ம ரெடியூஸ் பண்ணலாம்? சரி ஓகே குட்.
மாய்ஸ்சரைசர் சொல்லியிருக்கீங்கல்ல, அதுல ஏதாவது சைடு எஃபெக்ட் ஏதாவது இருக்கிறதுக்கு வாய்ப்பு இருக்கா?
No, sir. Moisturizer B is retained 88.9% of its initial weight because they added more natural ingredients.
என்னென்ன இன்கிரிடியன்ட்ஸ் எடுத்தீங்க?
Like aloe vera gel, musk melon, and badam oil. So like that.
அதெல்லாம் எவ்வளவு குவாண்டிட்டி தெரியுமா?
No, sir.
இல்ல நீங்க தானே எடுத்து செஞ்சிருப்பீங்க.
Yes, sir.
அதெல்லாம் எவ்வளவு குவாண்டிட்டி எடுத்தீங்கன்னு தெரியுமா?
5 ml like that. 5 ml to 6 ml.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Shabinandran. The next one is Mr. H.M. Mohammed Sabir Ali. Registration ID is PPSA 007. Are you there, Mr. Mohammed Sabir Ali? The next one is Shreya Sri. Her registration ID is PPSA 027. Are you there? Shreya Sri? Registration ID is PPSA027. Please unmute. Yes. Shreya Sri. Registration ID is PPSA027. Please unmute. Yes, you can present it.
அதுல வரலையா?
You can proceed.
Okay, 7 years, sir.
Your voice is not audible. Priyasri, your voice is not audible.
வேற ஏதோ
ஆடியோ செக் பண்ணுங்கம்மா. ஆடியோ கரெக்டா கனெக்ட் ஆகல.
Audio கிட்ட கரெக்டா வை.
It's audible, sir.
yes. It's audible part.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Shreya Shah from Fatima CSS School. My project name is Are You Left or Right Sider? Upstep, are you left or right-handed? The things we like to do and what we are good or often or depends on how our brain works. The preference to use one-sided over the other is known as left and right dominance. Our brain is made up of neurons which have cells send signal to other cells. Statement of the problem. Find which side of brain people use the most. Hypothesis. My hypothesis is most people are right dominant. Materials required: paper, pen or pencil, scissors, balls, 10 volunteers, pictures, notebook, and sets. Design of the study: independent variable, different types of action like eye dominance, ear dominance, leg dominance, and hand dominance. Depend variable: left side or right side of brain. Control variable: looking through a hole, cutting with the scissors, walking on the stairs. These are my observation data. Hand dominant test: writing in a paper using the scissors. Eye dominant test: look at the finger, look through the hole. Hand dominant test: cup the ear, listen through the hole. Foot dominant test: kick the ball, step up the stairs. These are my pictures. Procedure: I took 10 volunteers. Each volunteer was asked to do series of tests like eye dominance, ear dominance, leg dominance, and hand dominance. The result is recorded in the tabular column. Calculation: number of volunteers was right dominance. Total number of volunteers into 100. That also left side. Writing in a paper, right dominant is 80%. Using the scissors, right dominant is 80%. Kick a ball, right dominant is 60%. Look at the finger, right dominant is just 70%. Through a hole, right dominant is just 80%. Air dominant is cup the air, right dominant is just 70%. Listen through the wall, right dominant is just 80%. Calculation. Conclusion to my knowledge as far as the volunteers, the percentage of the right dominance is more than the left dominance. Thank you. Thank you, my guru teacher, principal ma'am, school management, and my parents giving the opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You have provided the information regarding what is the theme of your project? What is your theme of your project?
What is the theme of the project?
கேக்குதாமா? உன்னுடைய ப்ராஜெக்ட் உடைய தீம் என்னன்னு சொல்ல முடியுமா? Freya, கேக்குதா? Is it audible?
நாங்க பேசுறது கேக்குதா? நீ பேசுறது கேட்கலப்பா, நீங்க பேசுறது கேட்கலப்பா. கேட்கலப்பா, கேட்கல. எங்க வாய்ஸ் கேக்குதா? ஆனா நீங்க பேசுறது கேட்கலப்பா.
Freya, நீங்க பேசுறது எதுவும் கேட்கலமா?
Sir,
உன்னுடைய ப்ராஜெக்ட் உடைய தீம் என்னமா?
are you left or right sided, sir?
இல்ல ஓகேப்பா. ஆர் யூ லெஃப்ட் ஆர் ரைட்னு சொல்றீங்க இல்லையா? என்ன சொல்ல வர்றீங்க? என்ன தியரி என்னப்பா? உங்களுடைய கான்செப்ட், உங்களுடைய டைட்டில் இருக்கு இல்லையா? அந்த டைட்டிலுடைய தியரி என்ன? கான்செப்ட் என்ன? எதை பேஸ் பண்ணி ஆர் யூ
Right
லெஃப்ட் ஆர்
side
ரைட்?
is more than the left side, sir.
Right side is more than the left side.
Left side are max, facts.
சொல்லுப்பா.
Left side are, sir, max and facts. And right side are art, music.
Oh, art. Okay. Max. Left side max, right side art. Thinking capacity. Are you talking about thinking capacity? Brain capacity அப்பா நீங்க பேசுறது?
Yes, sir.
Brain capacity பத்தி இப்ப ரைட் சைடு பிரெயின் வந்து கெபாசிட்டி ஜாஸ்தியா, லெஃப்ட் சைடு ஜாஸ்தியான்னு சொல்ல வர்றீங்க இல்லையா?
Yes, sir.
ஓகே ஓகே.
Yes, okay, Freya.
Right pa.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Shreya. Next.
Thank you, sir.
Next registration ID PPS A053 Simra Fatima.
Good afternoon to one and all. I'm Simra Fatima from grade 5.
MS Creative School, Rajendra Nagar branch. I welcome you all in NSF. National Science Fair 2023. My project title is Testing Solubility of Different Materials to Mix Water and Oil. One day I was visiting to my cousin's house and I saw my cousin trying to mix water and oil together. There I started my research. Water is a universal solvent. It can dissolve more substances. Water can dissolve more substances but oil cannot get mixed into the water because water has dipolar molecules and oil doesn't have any polar molecule. That's why water and oil cannot get mixed. So through my project, I just want to check that what substances can be added to mix water and oil together. Oil can attract other oil molecules and can get mixed with other oils but not with water or any liquid form. So through my project, my applications is we can make medicines by mixing water and oil together. My hypothesis is water and oil can mix with by pouring prill and shampoo. Let's see my hypothesis is correct or wrong. Materials required 10 ml prill, 10 ml hand wash, 10 ml shampoo, 10 ml vinegar, 2 tablespoons of water and oil into each substance. Let me explain you my procedure. First I took a beaker, then I bought 10 ml of prill and 2 tablespoons of water and oil. Then I shake it till 15 to 20 seconds. After shaking it, it is insoluble. Means the prill cannot mix water and oil together. It doesn't have the property to mix water and oil together. It is having 3 layers: oil, water and prill. Next, I'm going to pour 10 ml of hand wash and 2 tablespoons of water and oil. Now I'm going to shake it till 15 to 20 seconds. After shaking it, it is soluble, means the hand wash can mix water and oil together. Now I'm going to pour 10 ml of shampoo and 2 tablespoons of water and oil. Now I'm going to shake it till 15 to 20 seconds. After shaking it, it is insoluble, means shampoo cannot mix water and oil together. It doesn't have the property to mix it. Next, I am going to pour 10 ml of vinegar and 2 tablespoons of water and oil. Now, I'm going to shake it till 15 to 20 seconds. After shaking it, it is acetic acid. Means vinegar can just mix in water but not in oil. It cannot even mix water and oil together. My conclusion, my hypothesis was wrong. With some of the items like soft soap and hand wash, the water and oil can mix together. But with some of the items like shampoo or prill, it cannot. I am thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for taking out my all problems before my project and after my project. And I am thankful for my teachers, my parents, my sisters. Last but not least, I am thankful to NSF for giving me opportunity to express my ideas towards NSF. Thank you. Jazakallah.
What are the ingredients you have chosen?
I have chosen prill, hand wash, shampoo and vinegar and 2 tablespoons of water and oil in each substance.
Did you analyze the comparison of shampoo and oil?
Can you repeat the question, sir?
Did you analyze the comparison of shampoo and oil? You have chosen the topic war of oil and water. Is it correct?
Yes.
Yes. Why you have chosen some other ingredients like the shampoo also? What is the role of shampoo?
To mix them.
What?
To mix the water and oil.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Water or oil?
Simran.
Water of water with what? Pa? Your title, War of Oil and Water. Is it no?
Yes, sir.
So this war is against of what? You have taken two major material, oil and water.
Yes.
Then you are given like a war of oil and water.
Yes, sir.
So this is against of where? Where this war is applying?
That are insoluble liquids, sir. That never mix together.
Didn't hear? Pardon?
There are insoluble liquids, sir. The water and oil cannot mix.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Right, thank you.
Thank you, Sindra Fatima. Next, registration ID PPSA 054 Naba Khan.
PPS A054.
Naba Khan.
Are you here?
Yes.
Proceed.
Hello. Good morning to everyone. I'm Naba. Good afternoon to everyone. I'm Naba Khan from Grade 5 MS Creative Food, Rajendra Nagar branch. My topic name is testing solubility in different substances. Once, my teacher was explaining about matter, solid, liquid, and gas. So I wanted to research on it. Soluble. For mixing a substance in water, we require solvent and solute. What is solvent? Solvent means the solvent will be every time in liquid substance, and solute will be every time in solid substance. If we mix solvent and solute together, it forms a mixture called solution. And if we mix solvent and solute together again, and it is not dissolving, it is not mixing together, it is known as not form solution. So through my project, I want to search there are how many substances that dissolve in a liquid substance. So let us start. First, take one beaker, pour a little amount of juice and 1 tablespoon of gram flour. Mix it together. It is dissolved. Now take another beaker, pour a little amount of oil and 1 tablespoon of sand. Mix it together. It is not dissolved. Now take another beaker, pour a little amount of water and 1 tablespoon of sugar. Mix it together. It is dissolved, but after a certain time. By this experiment, I got to know that there are 3 types of substances. Number 1, the substance that dissolve. Number 2, the substance that do not dissolve. Number 3, the substance that dissolve after a certain time. Like gram flour and juice is dissolving together very fastly. Why? Because gram flour is in powdered form and a property present in juice is allowing gram flour to mix in it. Oil and sand. Oil and sand is not mixing together. Why? Because sand have a tiny particles of rock, because sand is formed from rock. So still in sand there is a tiny particle of rocks that is not allowing sand to mix in oil. Now let us talk about sugar and water. Is sugar and water dissolving? Yes, but how? When sugar is liquid, how is it dissolving? It is dissolving because our solvent is liquid, and in liquid molecules are very few. So between that molecules we are having a little space. So if we add sugar and mix it, it will completely dissolve, but rest of the sugar will settle over there. My hypothesis was that milk can dissolve more substances, but my hypothesis was wrong. Water can dissolve more substances, and by this experiment only, I got to know why water is called universal solvent. Thank you.
Hello, is it audible? Yes.
Sorry, sir.
Your work is nice. Okay. Why oil is not having solubility with water?
It is not because the property present in a solute is not allowing solvent. The property present in solvent is not allowing solute to dissolve. And the polarity is different. That is why is some solutes are dissolving in solvent and some solutes are not dissolving.
It's good, nice presentation. Can you explain the difference between the solubility of sugar and salt?
Sorry, sir. Can you repeat the question, please?
You are soluble the sugar with water and solubilize the salt with water. Is it in it?
Sir, I can't hear you.
Hello? You have soluble. You have checked the solubility of salt with water. Is it?
Of salt.
Yes.
Yes, it will dissolve.
Comparison of salt and sugar. What do you have observed?
We have observed that salt is dissolving. Salt is solute and water is solvent, and salt is dissolving in it.
So what happened about the sugar?
What, sir?
What about sugar?
Sugar is dissolving.
Yes, of course. Can you find out the difference between of sugar and salt regarding the solubility?
Difference between sugar and salt.
Yes.
Sugar is also dissolving and salt is also dissolving. But sugar is taking a certain time or period, we can say.
Yes, okay,
And
thank you.
you're welcome.
Thank you, Nabakan. Next, registration ID MES A060 Kashim Abdullah.
Yes, 007. PPS A007. Sabir Ali is there? Sabir Ali? Sabir Ali.
007.
PPS 007. No, this is a PES.
Yes.
PES 007. PPS
Yes, sir.
A007.
Yes, sir. And
What's your title? What's your
energy
title?
from magnets.
Yes,
Energy
okay.
from magnets, sir.
Okay, go right.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my dear judges. My NSF ID is NSF23 PPS year 007. I am studying in 5th grade from Al Nursery and Primary School. My project item is energy from magnet. Purpose: to build an electric train utilizing an insulated copper wire, a battery, and powerful magnet. Introduction: the train is made up of copper wire and a dry cell battery and magnets that propels itself through a coil of wire using electromagnetic force. Abstract: it is possible to get such power using a dry battery, neodymium magnets, super strong magnets, with Plato, with metal, and bare copper wire. A point is that a magnet's diameter is bigger than a dry cell battery diameter, and electric current flows to a coil through neodymium magnet, and a coil will be an electromagnet only in an area between the two magnets. The electromagnet and needle magnet other side poles repel each other at one side. The other side poles pull against each other. They work in same direction and become a big force. I thought of doing this project by seeing the Vande Bharat train. My hypothesis is, how do these two principles connect to create an electric train? Which type of battery helps to move the train faster? Materials: wire cutter, everyday AASL, LiPo AASL, neodymium magnet disc N45, neodymium magnet disc N35, Duracell AA, tape, uninsulated copper wire, Duracell AAA. Advantage of the project: advanced technology train Japan, fastest mode of ground transportation, most safe travel, zero carbon emission, eco-friendly, prevent noise pollution, no fuel. Procedure: neodymium magnets are man-made magnets made up of a combination of iron, boron, and neodymium. This combination of conducting materials allows neodymium magnets to conduct electricity. When the neodymium magnets are attached to either end of the battery and resting on the uninsulated copper wire, a local circuit is made along the length of the battery. The circuit is made from the positive terminal of the battery into the magnets through the copper wire. This causes the magnetic poles of the magnets attached to the battery to simultaneously be pulled in and out of the local circuit. Depending on the force causes the batteries train to move faster. Tabular column. I have used three different types of batteries. Type of battery: Duracell AAA, duration 1.69, length of 0.60 cm, LiPo AA, duration 2.83, length of 0.60 cm, Duracell AA, duration 3.40, length of 0.60 cm. In table 2, type of battery: Duracell AAA, duration is 1.69, number of 3 rounds 5.07, LiPo AA, duration 2.83, number of 3 rounds 8.49. Discussion. After conducting the experiment with different batteries and different gauge of copper wire, it is found that new technology battery can be sized to supply the necessary power and still fit on the train. This train have no carbon emission because they run entirely by internal action. These trains are many times more efficient than automobiles. Conclusion: according to my hypothesis, I find that a magnet always have a north and south pole, and these two principles connect to create an electric train. In this project, Duracell AAA battery helps to move the faster. Jazakallahu khairan kaseera.
Hello, is it audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, nice presentation. Nice presentation.
Thank you, sir. Yes,
Okay,
thank you,
right.
sir.
You have taken this magnet for your project, no? You have
Yes,
taken,
sir.
right. How do you produce energy from magnet?
Sir, you are not
Oh,
expecting.
how do you produce energy from the magnet, electrical energy? Sir, okay, you take a small magnet. You take a small magnet. I'm just breaking the magnet as a small pieces. ஒரு magnet எடுத்துக்கப்பா.
Magnet changes to power in electric.
சரி, ஒரு magnet வந்து சின்ன சின்ன பீஸா உடைக்கிறோம் நம்ம. ஓகேவா? Just ஒரு imagination. ஒரு magnet ஒரு சின்ன சின்ன பீஸா உடைக்கிறோம் நம்ம just we are breaking the magnet as a small pieces. அந்த லாஸ்ட் பார்ட்டிகல் இருக்கும் இல்லையா, அந்த எண்ட் பார்ட்டிகலுக்குள்ள சின்ன ஒரு அந்த பார்ட்டிகல் வந்து மேக்னெட்டா இருக்குமா, ஜஸ்ட் வந்து ஒரு பார்ட்டிகலா இருக்குமா?
மேக்னெட்.
ஒரு பீஸ் ஒரு மேக்னெட் இருக்கு. இந்த மேக்னெட் என்ன பண்றேன், நான் வந்து கிரஷ் பண்றேன், கிரஷ் பண்ணி பவுடர் ஆக்குறேன். Making the magnet as a small powder, as a powder. Whether the powdery particle will exist as a magnet or like a particle.
That is also magnet, sir.
That is also magnet. அதுலயும் north pole south pole இருக்குமா?
No, sir.
North pole south pole இருக்குமா, இருக்காது அதுல?
No, sir. No, sir.
சரி, okay. Right, Paul.
Thank you, sir. Jazakallah.
Right, good.
Thank you.
Jazakallah, sir.
Thank you, Muhammad Sabir Ali. Next one, registration ID PPS A025 Jasmine Manu.
Jaswant is here.
It's the final call. The registration ID PPS A025 Jasmine Manu.
ஒரு பையன் வரல. எம்பிஎஸ் வரல.
Next, we are moving to middle physical science.
Middle physics.
We are invite MPS A004. Mansoor Ahmed.
Yes, sir.
Mansoor Ahmed is here.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you may proceed.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good morning. My name is Mansoor Ahmed and I am from Sana Model School. The topic which I have chosen is how water layers are formed. Introduction. Water layer means a layer of water that floats above a denser solvent. And all these water layers are formed due to density differences which are determined by the combination of salinity, temperature and relative density. The water that is more salty is heavier and sinks. The water that is less salty is lighter and floats. Similarly, the warmer water is lighter than colder water, and so the warmer water floats above the colder water. The density of the water will also determine how it will layer. A hypothesis. How water layer formation describes the ecological value of freshwater estuaries. One of the sources of estuaries collected from a pond near Mangadu. The water layers formed due to density differences determines the existence of biome. Procedure. To understand more about the density of water, salinity, temperature and relative density, let us perform the activities mentioned below. Density of water experiment, salinity test, hot and cold water test, floating egg experiment and experiment with estuary water. Density tower experiment. Take a glass, add a layer of honey, then add a layer of dish soap, then add the third layer of water with any food color, then add the fourth layer of oil, then add the fifth layer of alcohol. Different substances have different density. The heavier substances sink and the lighter substances float above it. Number 2, salinity test. Take 4 glasses of colored water. Add 3 spoons of salt in pink colored water. Add 2 spoons of salt in yellow colored water. Add 1 spoon of salt in green colored water. And do not add salt in red colored water. Take a glass. Add pink colored water with 3 spoons of salt. Then at second layer, add 2 spoons of salt. Yellow colored water, 2 spoons of salt.
then green colored water with 1 spoon of salt, at last the red colored water without salt. As the water that is saltier is denser than less saltier without salt. The solution which is denser sinks, and the solution that is less dense floats above. Number 3, hot and cold water experiment. Take a glass of hot water and take a glass of cold water. Place a sheet of cardboard over the hot water and place the hot water over the cold water. Now gently remove the cardboard from them. The density of the hot water is less than the cold water, so it floats above the cold water. Number 4, floating egg experiment. Take 2 glasses, add salt to one of them, then place both the eggs in both the glasses. The egg floats in the salt water because the density of the egg is less than the density of salt water. Number 5, experiment with the estuary water. This is the estuary water which I have collected from the pond near Mangadu and has an algae growth too. Take a glass of fresh water and take a glass of estuary water. Add estuary water to, now take a plain glass. Add estuary water, then add fresh water. The estuary water settles down due to high salt content, which in turn is hazardous for ecosystem and even for the consumption of plants, birds, and fishes. Observation. Water stratification is the process by which the water in the ocean and in lakes form in lakes due to density differences which determines the combination of salinity, temperature, and relative density. Fresh water, being lighter than salty water, is lighter and forms a distinct layer over the estuary water. Due to high salt content, sewages, and other pollutants, the diversity of plants, animals, and birds are not in this ecosystem. This pond is an important source of ecosystem which has to be protected by us and the government for a better future. Result. My hypothesis about how water layers are formed shows that there are several factors how water layers form. And above these experiments, I have proved that there are factors as follows. A denser liquid sinks at the bottom and the less dense floats above it. As the salinity increases, the water becomes more dense and settles down accordingly. As the temperature increases, the water becomes less dense and floats above it.
Come to the conclusion.
Conclusion. I'm doing the conclusion, sir. The result. The water layers formed with estuary water explains the presence of high salt content. In turn, is hazardous to our ecosystem. Future enhancement. I'd like to continue this project in future to get more information about the water layers. Apart from the freshwater estuaries, I would like to learn with other sources such as backwater, ocean water, seagrass bed, and mangroves, etc. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Mansoor, thank you very much for your nice presentation.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Next, we invite MPS A0 to 8, Gania Midhad.
Sir, am I audible? Excuse me, sir. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ghania Midhad. I'm from MS Community School, Muradnagar branch, and today I'm here to represent you about my topic, booster for plant growth. Sir, I have a question for you. Do you know the name of our Earth's magnetic property, its uses and effects? Then let me tell you. As you know, the Earth is a giant magnet and its geomagnetism has a huge impact on the productivity of crops. Specifically, the electromagnetic radiations coming from the sun stimulates the growth and development of the plant through the process of photosynthesis. The other possibilities to increase the plant growth could be the alteration in the electrostatic balance of the plant system at the cell membrane level, as it is the primary for plant growth. The GMF can influence basic biological functions. The effect of magnetic field on plant can be elucidated by ion cyclotron resonance and radical pair mechanism. This mechanism plays an essential role in the magnetic field reception of organisms. Ion cyclotron resonance is a phenomenon related to the movements of ions in a magnetic field. It can be used to accelerate the ions in a cyclotron. It can also be used to measure the masses of ionized analytes in a mass spectrometry, particularly with Fourier transform mass spectrometer. Cryptochromes are receptors that regulate the growth and development of the plant and the circadian rhythm in plants and animals. Radical pair mechanism explains how a magnetic field affects the kinetics by affecting the electron spin dynamics, most commonly demonstrated as a reaction with organic compounds involving radical intermediates. A magnetic field speeds up a reaction by decreasing the frequency of the reverse reaction. So how do I got the idea to conduct this experiment? One day, my biological science teacher was explaining about soil and its composition, including many heavy metals present in them and the function for plant growth. So I thought, why not to insert the magnet into the soil to extract metals like iron, cadmium, calcium, etc. and to help the plant to grow. I want to conduct an experiment to test my hypothesis. And I have a question that does magnet stimulate the growth rate of the plant? And I have framed an hypothesis that if fenugreek plant exposed to magnetic field stimulates the growth rate of the plant, the independent variable for its the effect of magnet on plant growth, the dependent variable is growth of the plant, and the control variables are water, types of seeds, and soil. The materials required for the experiment are 2 potted plant, neodymium magnet, measuring tape, and water. The procedure followed to test the hypothesis that neodymium magnet has a biomagnetic effect on plant growth. I have grew 2 different types of seeds. The first group of plants grew in a high magnetic field, serving as experimental group. The second group of plants grew in the absence of magnetic field, serving as a control group. Several growth parameters were measured. Is my voice audible to you? Sir.
Gania,
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
your
sir.
voice is not clear. Your network also very poor. Okay, come to the conclusion. Gania,
Yeah, sir, can I conclude?
just conclude your topic.
I conclude that from an experiment that there is a special protein inside them cells called as cryptochrome. The effect of magnet electrically metabolize the growth rate, germination rate, and keep the plant constant. The benefits of magnetically treated seeds are they enhance the agricultural production as well as seed germination, accelerating the vegetative growth of seedlings, which also improves the mineral content of seeds and fruits. Magnetic energy could enhance the physical and chemical properties of soil and water.
Gania, stop. Just you want to explain what is the innovative part to get a plant growth.
The innovative part is that you can use this in drought. When you use this in drought, it will help the plant to enhance the growth under drought condition. Because it stimulates cambium differentiation activities to form more xylem and phloem tissues for better absorption and transportation of water.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, Gania. Thank you.
Sir, sir, this is my thesis book. My logbook in which I have recorded all the things during my
Okay, enough, Gania, enough. We have observed. Thank you very much for your nice presentation. Next.
Registration ID MPS A042 Nadeem Khan.
(042) Nadeem Khan.
Sir, present. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mohammed Nadeem Khan from class 7B, MSKT School, Sitapal Mandi branch. Today I am going to represent my project, the effect of multiple magnets on plant growth. What is a magnet? A magnet is a material or object that produces a magnetic field. A magnetic field is an invisible environmental factor for the plants on the earth. We know that plants are the primary producers. Plant seeds under the influence of magnetic field had a significant positive effect on plants. These plants have higher germination rate. These plants grow taller, larger, and healthier. Therefore, my question is, does magnets affect the growth of plants? My hypothesis is, if pea seedlings are exposed to magnets, then the seedling with the greater number of magnets will show the greatest growth rate. I have conducted an experiment. To do the experiment, we need pots with soil, pea seedling, magnets, water, measuring cylinder, and measuring scale. We need to follow the steps. Take pea seedling and soak them in a dish of water at room temperature for 2 hours. Fill 3 pots with equal amount of soil. Plant the seeds half inch deep in the center of each pot and cover it with soil. Add 0 magnet to the first pot. Next, add 1 magnet to the second pot by placing the magnet half inch next to the pea seedling. Lastly, add 2 magnets to the third pot by placing the magnet on each side of the pea seedling. Add 10 ml of water to each pot daily for 3 weeks. Over time, the pea seedlings sprout and eventually grow. Measure the height of the plant from the bottom to the top of the plant. Record the data. Repeat step 5 and 6 daily for 3 weeks. Analyze data and compare results. Data analysis. By this step, we can see that on the 19th, the pot with 2 magnets shows 3.5 centimeter growth. The pot with 1 magnet shows 1.8 centimeter growth, and the pot with 0 magnet shows 1.2 centimeter growth. We can see the same as well as by the bar graph. Conclusion: it was observed that my hypothesis was correct. If pea seedlings are exposed to a magnet or several magnets, it accelerates the growth. I learned how magnets can have positive effect on humans, similar to that of plants. Farmers can simply add magnets to the crop to have a better return when faced with potential disaster or weather disruption. Applications: magnets help the seed to germinate faster. Magnets help the plant to grow faster. Magnets help the plant to have good yield. Jazakallah. Thank you.
Hello, is it audible?
Yes.
Yes, nice presentation. See, we have different types of magnets.
Yes, sir.
Horseshoe magnet, electromagnet, is it no? We have
Yes,
different
sir.
types. Which type of magnet will induce us more growth?
Yes, sir.
Which type of magnet will induce us more growth on the plant? I mean, you are saying that
The more effective magnets will have
magnetic field will induce us electromagnets. The field will induce us the plant's growth. Is it no?
Yes.
Your conclusion is the magnetic field induces the plant growth.
Yes.
But if we have enough plants on the earth, but without giving any external magnetic field, all the plants are growing naturally, no?
Yes.
And then what is the prediction in this?
But sir, when we add magnets to the crops grows faster and we can harvest it faster. So we get the food fast.
Okay, right. Good.
Thank you, sir.
Right, Pavel.
Okay, thank you very much. Next, we invite NPS A043, Bushra Fatima.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Bushra Fatima, your voice is not clear.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon to one and all present here. I am Bushra Fatima from grade 7 Sana Smart School. My question is, which table generates the most electricity? Research question. Do other vegetables generate electricity more than potato? Abstract. We have seen potatoes generate electricity. Potatoes are the only vegetable that generate the high amount of electricity, or are there other vegetables that generate electricity more than potato? Hypothesis. In this project, we are going to see, other than potato, which are the vegetables that generate electricity most? Procedure. Push in a galvanized iron nail electrode and a copper electrode which acts as an anode and cathode into the vegetable respectively. Take a multimeter and set the dial to 20 volts. Take the black probe and connect it to the galvanized iron nail, and take the red probe and connect it to the copper wire. To begin with, I first started with potato, which is commonly used to check the readings. I using the galvanized iron nail as anode and copper wire as cathode. I connected to the multimeter, and then I got the results as 0.49 volts. I found the reading of the potato was different when I took a different size of the potato. I got the results as 0.50 volts. Now I realized that I had taken veggies of different weight. Maybe even weight has its impact on the results. I took different vegetables and kept the weight constant. I took 27 grams of all the vegetables. When I compared the electricity range of all the vegetables such as eggplant, mushroom, onion, cucumber, tomato, lemon, and turnip, I got the result. Eggplant, brinjal produces the high amount of electricity when compared to all the vegetables. As you can see, cucumber from the lowest 0.34 volts, mushroom 0.545 volts, potato 0.48 volts, onion 0.50 volts, turnip 0.50 volts again, lemon 0.52 volts, and tomato 0.53 volts, and the highest eggplant 0.55 volts. Result. Eggplant brinjal produces the most amount of electricity when we compare it to all the other vegetables like tomatoes, lemon, turnip, onion, potato, mushroom, and cucumber. Conclusion. My research question: do other vegetables produce electricity
more than potato. Yes, brinjal eggplant produces electricity more than potato. Acknowledgement. I'm thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and to my parents and teachers for helping me during this project. Thank you, NSF, for giving me this golden chance to present.
Nice presentation. Is it audible?
Yes,
Take it
sir.
up. Take it up, huh?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Okay, good. You said that we can produce electricity from the vegetable. Is it not? Which vegetable will give a more electricity?
Eggplant, brinjal produces the most electricity, sir.
Brinjal is giving a more electricity.
Yes, sir.
How?
Because brinjal has a high amount of ions present in it. That's why.
But there is no acid base in brinjal, no, as compared with the lemon or potato. Brinjal is not having that much of acid base.
Ions are high amount in brinjal, sir, when compared to lemon and potato. Ion.
You find any reason to conduct the electricity huge amount in a brinjal? Did you find any reason?
Come again, sir. I can't get you.
What?
Can you please come again, sir?
Did you find any reason the huge amount of electrical property present in a brinjal? Not audible. Hello?
I unmuted. Yes, sir. It was on. Yes, sir. I thought potato produces the most amount of electricity. But then when I did this project, I got the result. Eggplant, brinjal produces the most amount of electricity. I did some research.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, Bushra.
Thank you, sir.
Next, we invite MPS A048 Saida Sadia Shifa. MPS A048 is that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, you may proceed.
Just a minute, sir, please.
Discussion on the above observation. Understood that rock plays an important role in shifting the spill of the scope. Thank you, sir.
My voice is avid. Sir, my voice is clear.
Yes, clear. May proceed.
Hello, my voice is clear.
Yes, clear. You may proceed.
Okay, sir. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Myself Sayyida Sadia Shifa from Government Girls High School Second Answers. Today आज मेरा उन्वान है कि कौन सा इंसुलेटर बेहतर है, कपास, एग्रोलिक फिल्ड या डाउन फेदर्स। तो मेरा मफरूजा ये है कि नीचे के पंख एक सेकेंड सर प्लीज। मेरा मफरूजा ये है कि नीचे के पंख और एक्रेलिक
Can you explain in English?
No sir.
Tamil?
Do you know Tamil?
No, I can speak in Urdu only, sir.
Okay, let's continue.
आवाज कम करो मुस्तफा। तो सर आज मेरा आज उन्वान है कौन सा इंसुलेटर बेहतर है, कॉटन, एग्रोलिक फील्ड, डाउन फेदर्स। मेरा मफरूजा ये है कि कपास और नीचे के पंख में दोनों में एक जैसी मौसूलियत पाई जाती है। तो मैंने इस मफरूजे को देखते हुए मैंने ये तजुर्बा किया। मैंने सबसे ये तजुर्बा करने के लिए 3 नूडल्स कप, थर्मामीटर और एग्रोलिक फील्ड, कॉटन, नीचे के पंख, टाइमर और थर्मामीटर लिया। इन तमाम अशिया को एक जगह कर मैंने तीनों में 300 ml डिग्री पानी भरा। पानी 300 डिग्री ml गरम करके पानी भरा। उसमें पानी भरने के बाद उसमें कॉटन, एग्रोलिक फील्ड और डॉन फेदर्स रखने के बाद मैंने उसमें 180 डिग्री फॉरेन मीटर पर रख दिया। रखने के बाद उसे नूडल्स कप को चाय कप से ढक दिया गया। ढकने के बाद मैंने टाइमर सेट किया 3 मिनट का और 3 मिनट तक वो बजने तक इंतजार किया। इंतजार करने के बजने के फौरन बाद मैंने चाय का कप नूडल कप से हटाकर रीडिंग्स दर्जे हरारत को नोट किया। एग्रोलिक फील्ड, डाउन फेदर्स और कॉटन तीनों की दर्जे हरारत को मैंने नोट किया। नोट करने के बाद यही अमल को मैंने दोबारा दोहराया। मैंने ये 3 बार अमल किया। करने के बाद मैंने ये नतीजा अख्तियार किया कि जिसमें से अगर कॉटन की 175 आई ट्रायल 1 में एंड सेकेंड में और एग्रोलिटिक फील्ड में 165 डिग्री फॉरेन मीटर डिग्री आए और डाउन फेदर्स में 175 फॉरेन डिग्री। और मैंने सेकेंड ट्रायल किया था जिसमें भी कॉटन में 175 आई और एग्रोलिक फील्ड में 165 और डाउन फेदर में 175। और ट्रायल 3 में भी कॉटन की सेम आई, तीनों में भी रीडिंग सेम आई। जैसे कि कॉटन में आई है 175 और एग्रोलिक में आई है 165 और डाउन फेदर्स में आई है 175। तो मैंने ये नतीजा अख्तियार किया कि मेरे मौजू के जांचने जैसा मैं सोच रही थी उस तरह से मेरा मफरूजा ठीक निकला। तो मैंने आखिर में अपने इस तजुर्बे को देखते हुए ये नतीजा अख्तियार किया है कि कॉटन और एक्रिलिक दोनों भी बेहतर इंसुलेटर के तौर पर साबित हुए और एक्रिलिक फील्ड कमजोर इंसुलेटर के तौर पर साबित हुआ। थैंक यू सर।
हेलो, थैंक यू शिफा
जी।
Okay.
Right one. You all the best.
Okay. Any questions, sir?
No questions, pa. You all the best.
Okay, thank you.
Next, we invite MPS A110, Nazurat Tasir. MPS A110, Nazurat Tasir. Nazurat, here. Next, MPS A111, Arakalli Jawala Gracie.
Good afternoon, everybody. I am Jwala Brooks. I am from TSWRS Social Welfare Judge Reddy School. My project is electricity for school steps. In our daily life, we use a lot of electricity by using non-renewable resources. If we use non-renewable resources, it is a major cause of the pollution and the environment also. So my device is used to generate electricity without any use of non-renewable resources. So day by day, the population of the country increases and the requirement of the power is also increases. At the same time, the energy wastage also increases in many ways. So reforming this energy back to usable form is a major concern. So as technology also developed and the use of electric device also increased, power generation using conservation method to becoming deficient. At the same time, the energy is wasted due to human locomotion to overcome this problem. The wastage of energy also increases power generation in usable form from using the piezoelectric sensor. This is called as this sensor converts the pressure on it to voltage. By using this energy saving method, full-step power generating system, we generate electricity. A piezoelectric sensor is a device that uses the pressure, acceleration, temperature, or strain by using the electrical charge. First of all, we have to connect piezoelectric sensors in a parallel connection. Because of parallel are connected in multiple paths and each component has same voltage and equal to the voltage current also. So we have to connect piezoelectric sensors in a parallel connection. So we connect piezoelectric sensors in a parallel connection with the help of switch, battery, LED lights in a correct manner. So these are shown as in figure, circuit diagram. So after this total arrangement placed in between two sumboard sheets. After completion of this, we place them under the school steps carpet. So, piezoelectric sensor, switch button, LED lights, sumboard sheets, 1K resistors, school steps model also. These are materials required to generate electricity. So, actually, India is densely populated country. In India, education shopping malls, function halls, so many crowded places are there. So these regions are always busy with people walking. So which means we can easily find the sources like vibrations or pressure to produce electricity from piezoelectric material. So we created mechanical structure for power generation. Inside that we placed many piezoelectric sensors. By pressing the structure, the piezoelectric sensors will get vibrations and it will give electricity as output. So then only we can get electricity. So while I am doing this project, I get some advantages also that are self-generating, so no need of external sources, simple to use as they have small dimensions and large measuring range. It is a low cost, eco-friendly and multi-applications are there. So while I am doing this project, I observed some electrical changes also. If we connect 4 piezoelectric sensors in parallel connection, the electricity will be produced 45 microamperes. If we connect 4 piezoelectric sensors in a series connection, up to 30 microamperes it will be generated. A single piezo unit generated up to 40 microamperes. So, in conclusion, I have been long and interesting journey for us all. From the start, when I picked this topic up to this moment, I have good and bad times to putting this project together. Finally, this idea is passing through in a circuit. We use some applications on it that are school steps, footpaths, and banks, hospitals, hotels, function halls, etc. Like these applications we apply. So this is the school steps model. This is the step. This is multimeter. When we step in like this, the electricity will be generated automatically. When we step in like this, the electricity will be generated. From one step, we can generate 1 to 10.5 voltages. This total generated electricity will be stored in inverted batteries. These inverted batteries electricity will be generated when we are needed. In the same way, we can generate electricity in footpath also. In footpath also. Like this. When we step in like this, automatically the electricity will be generated like this. It converts to mechanical force to electrical energy by pressure. In the same way, the banks, hospitals, hotels, schools, house, etc. We placed piezoelectrical material or sensors under tiles and marbles. When we pressure like this is a piezoelectric sensor. When we pressure like this, the electricity will be generated. The electricity will be generated. So, this amazing opportunity which I am presenting in front of you, firstly I would like to thanks to National Science Fair and my whole science department and my mentor teacher and who helped to me completing this group activity. Thanks to all.
What sort of crystal you used, ba?
Topoza and tourmaline.
No. You speak clearly. What sort of crystal you used to produce electricity by pressure gauge method? You told that piezoelectric. What is piezoelectric effect?
Piezoelectric means which want to pressure, which they are applying pressure. Piezoelectric means this, sir.
Okay, good, right. How much current it produces?
1 to 10.5 voltage, sir.
1 to 10?
For one step, from 1 to 10.5 voltage, it will be increased.
So how much current value? Microampere?
Yes, sir.
No, how much current you observe while you are pressing one step?
1 to 40 microamperes, sir.
Microampere.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is it enough to glow a bulb, a small LED bulb? Whether the current is enough to glow a small LED bulb?
Yes, sir.
Microampere.
Yes, sir.
But it is not enough. You should have a little bit extra current.
Number of volts increases, sir.
So it depends upon the number of, you should increase the number of crystals.
Two types of crystals, topoza and tourmaline. It depends on our pressure, sir. Number of footsteps are there. If we did one footstep, up to 1 to 10.5 voltages will be increased.
Okay, good. One simple question.
Sir?
A simple question. Another one simple question.
I can't.
Why didn't you install this device in your house?
Yes, sir.
வீட்ல பண்ணிருக்கீங்களா?
Full house anywhere, sir.
இல்லப்பா உங்க வீட்ல பண்ணிருக்கீங்களாமா? Okay.
Install, sir.
Right. Okay, pa. All the best. Right.
Thank you, sir.
Right, all the best.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Gracie, for your nice presentation. Next, we invite NPS A112, Sheikh Mohammed Altamash. Sheikh Mohammed Altamash. Sheikh, unmute your audio.
Good afternoon, sir. Hello.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Please proceed.
Good afternoon. My name is Sheikh Mohammad Altamash Ali. I am from New Model High School. Today, my topic is anti-sleep driving alarm for drowsy driver. The purpose of my project is to develop a system that can accurately detect the drowsy driver and make the alarm accordingly, which aims to prevent the driver from drowsy driving. As you know, the major cause of death is accident because every year 1.3 million people die due to drowsiness and distraction. So I made this project. This is my prototype, and in my prototype, I use the help of the IR sensor, the buzzer, and the battery module, and some wires for the connection and one battery. So this is for the driver. If they close their eyes for more than 1 second, so the buzzer will be activated. Now I am wearing, my eyes are open, so it will not work. Now I am closing my eyes, so the buzzer will be activated. So this is my prototype. The aim of my project is to prevent accident, to stop the accident, to stop the driver from driving by drowsiness. My hypothesis is blinking of eye detected by the sensor and start the buzzer. So in my previous project, I used the help of the Arduino Uno, IR sensor, this cable for battery, buzzer, and this battery. I gave that for some people who tried this and said me that it is very heavy, so the driver could not carry it. So now I made this with the help of the IR sensor, buzzer, battery module. So now it is very late to wear. So the procedure is, first I took the IR sensor and removed the LEDs and attached it to the glasses in front. And second, I took the buzzer and connected its wire to the battery module. Third is this battery module to charge the battery. So the battery should not be dead. And my variable is blinking of eye detected by the blinking of eye is the independent variable. Dependent variable is buzzer, and control variable is closing of eye detected by the time. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sheikh. Thank you very much. Next, we invite MPS A113, Zaid Asim. Zaid Asim. MPS A113, Zaid Asim. Zaid Asim is there? Okay, we want to wind up the session.
Dear participants, it is a nice time to meet you in this beautiful occasion. But all the students have presented very nicely and presented your investigations. You have compiled your materials very concise as well as in a beautiful manner. So moreover, since you are a school student, the primary as well as middle schools, so really we like judges are appreciating your presentations with a thankful manner. Wish you all the best. In future, we are expecting more than that. Okay, wish you all the best. Good luck. Thank you.
Zaid Asim, MPS A 113. Are you ready? Zaid Asim, NPS A 113.
Please respond, Syed Azim.
Asim is here.
Moved. Yes, sir.
Okay, you can proceed.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir. I am here to represent my project. My project is generation of electricity using roller skates. So I got this topic from watching an educational program in which they explained about dynamo. Dynamo is a mechanical device which is used to convert mechanical energy to electrical energy. So I have fixed the dynamo in this project.
Zaid Asim, your
Yes,
video
sir.
is not here.
Yes, sir.
Kindly on your video.
If I click start video, it is showing you cannot start your video because the host has disabled it. When I am trying to start that video, it is saying that you cannot start your video because the host has disabled it.
It's okay.
Yes, sir. Now, yes, sir. So I have fixed the dynamo here, as you can see. So, sir, can I restart that expression?
Okay, you can proceed.
Yes, sir. So I have fixed the dynamo, as you can see. I have fixed the dynamo such a way that when the roller skates move, then the electricity will be generating. To prove that the electricity is generating, I have fixed here a light that will glow when I will move this roller skates. And now I am going to represent it. Sir, you can see that the bulb is glowing when I move this roller skates wheel. So as you can see, when I move this roller skates wheel, it will generate electricity we can use it to fix here some smart sensors and to charge a mobile when emergency. So I have got this idea from watching an educational program in which they explained about dynamo. Dynamo uses electromagnetism principles. Electromagnetism principles state that when a conductor moves in a magnetic field, it generates electricity. In dynamo, the conductor is coil, and in dynamo, some magnets are fixed that produces magnetic field. So I have used this dynamo in this project. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you. So nice presentation. Your creativity is good.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. What is the principle behind to produce electricity? I mean, you have a
Electromagnetism.
Electromagnetism. Okay, this is a very major title. How do you produce electricity using a magnet?
A magnet produces a magnetic field, and when a conductor moves in a magnetic field, it generates electricity. So the dynamo uses electromagnetism principle to convert mechanical energy to electrical energy.
Do you think that this principle is applying to produce electricity in Metu Dam or like a Gunda, Upper Bhavani? We have something like a hydropower and all, no? Hydropower stations, atomic power station, hydropower stations. Do you think that the same technology is following there also?
Sir, I don't know about that stations.
Right. Good. Right. Wish you all the best. Right.
Thank you, sir. In future, I will be accepting that I would replace this low volt dynamo and I will be fixing a high volt dynamo that can produce more energy. So I can fix a sensor that can record how much kilometer I have run this roller skates.
Okay. You are using solar film.
Yeah, sir.
Okay. Can you show me the solar film, solar panel? Can you show me in the video?
In that video, but how is solar panel involved in my project?
Okay, good. Just another one more small question.
Yes, sir.
The solar film, no, you are telling the solar film. How much a single cell will give a potential? What about the potential of single? What about the potential of single solar cell?
Single solar cell. So I have not used anything like that solar. I have used dynamo, roller skates, and a bulb to prove that the electricity is generating.
Right, good. All the best.
So, yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Asli. So all the students are requested leave the meeting.
Yeah, sir.
Thank you very much.